What's going on, everybody? It's late. It's Friday night. This was a very impromptu live stream. I missed my live stream on Wednesday. It was my birthday, so I didn't want to go live and take away time from my family on my birthday. So yeah, I'm here tonight, Friday night. We've got stuff to talk about, so I figured, this was a good enough reason to go live. And I don't anticipate a ton of people will join tonight because, like I said, very impromptu. I literally came down here 15 minutes ago to set the live stream. But anybody that does show up, I'm glad you're here, and I hope that we have a good time tonight. So we did get a super chat already from K&L Collectibles and Games, $2 super chat. Hope you had a nice birthday and time with the family. Thank you so much, man. And yeah, I posted that I just wanted to let everybody know that I wasn't going live. It wasn't really like an acknowledgement. Hey, it's my birthday. Wish me happy birthday. But I said, hey, it's my birthday. I can't go live. I'm not going to go live tonight. But I got so many like birthday wishes. And honestly, like it's been overwhelming the past few days because I got so many messages on IG. And it's like, geez, I didn't realize that anybody cared. Sometimes you're on here and you're making videos and putting out stuff, and it's like it gets overwhelming sometimes, like the reception for certain things. I didn't imagine anybody really give a shit. It was my birthday. I certainly don't. I'm 39. I'm in my last year of my 30s. It's kind of depressing, to be honest. But I'm gonna live it up. I'm gonna live it to the fullest. Next year, it's I feel like it's been downhill since I've been like 25. So maybe in my 40s, it'll be like my best decade yet. I don't know. But I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Anybody that wrote on my community post or messaged me on Instagram. Thank you all so much. But thank you, K&L, for the super chat. Let's get the live started off right with what do I want to play? How about I got to go with good old Al,
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
Tonight, guys, we're going to have our head all the way up in some physical media announcements and the Scream Factory Shocktober Sale. So I'm going to try to get to the Shocktober Sale like right off the bat. We're going to start looking at some of these titles, and then we'll get back into the chat, and then we'll move on to some of these really cool physical media announcements. There was one today that dropped that I've been asking for a long time, and I'm like, thank God somebody did it. But which one is it? Because we've gotten a couple in the past few days that could be. But let's get back into the chat. We got Napoleon here talking about Rumpelstiltskin on 4K from TerraVision. We will be talking about that later tonight as well. And I'll let you know if I'm planning on getting it later tonight. Jigsaw Rules is here. Hello, Ken. How was your birthday and what all did you do, man? So I worked all day, came home, was greeted with a birthday cake and a card and stuff from the kids and the wife. Then we went out to have a nice birthday dinner. I came home and I watched a movie with my wife. That's what I did. Pretty boring, but what can I say? I'm a boring person. And I worked all day. So the majority of my day was spent at work. What's up? I don't know if I can pronounce your name, and I don't want to say it wrong, so I'll just say JR. What's going on, JR? I appreciate you being here. Greetings, programs. We got Zay Hernandez. Hey. We got T. Shafi here. Says, hey, y'all. We got 80s Made. What's going on, man? Hello and good evening, all. You're live on a different night. Yes. I said in my post, I was like, I'm going to try to go live at some point this week, and I'm here. Ken, do you know the likelihood of getting slipcovers from Scream Factory movies that came out prior to this year? Probably not very likely. It honestly just depends on the title. Like when they make, when they press those slipcovers, they press them to a certain, basically whatever they make in the initial run. Like if they didn't sell out of that, then it should have a slipcover. I don't think that when they first make the Scream Factory titles, when it first gets announced, They don't make titles with slipcovers, and they don't make titles without slipcovers. It's not like, at least I don't think it is. It's not like a Vinegar Syndrome situation where they'll make copies without slipcovers. They'll make copies with slipcovers because they cost more with the slipcovers. Like with Vinegar Syndrome, they give you the option to purchase with or without a slipcover, and actual cost is a factor in that. So, but that's not the same thing with Scream Factory. It's just you got to order it when it comes out, or at least a couple, 4 months after, to get that slipcover. Again, it just depends on the title. I could see like the Carrie remake maybe still having a slipcover next year. I don't think a ton of people bought that, but I could be wrong. But yeah, it just depends on the title. I mean, if it's a big title, it's likely probably not going to have a slipcover a year later. You know, most of the titles probably won't have a slipcover a year later, just to be honest. But we got Mick Hoare here. I'm glad someone is covering this sale finally. Well, it just happened today. Give us a chance, Mick Hoare. Give us a chance. I'm sure there's some other people that cover the sale. Let me take a drink real quick, guys. It's been a hell of a day. It's definitely been a hell of a day. I'm glad to be here, though. 93 people in the chat. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. We got Michelle D. Greetings and salutations. What's up, Michelle? How you doing? Can I get off? And I can get off of here. I'm trying to watch The Hitcher. Watch The Hitcher, LA Joel. Okay, you'll probably enjoy your experience with The Hitcher on 4K more so than you will me talking about physical media. But, you know, one thing, you can pause The Hitcher and watch me and watch The Hitcher later, or you can watch The Hitcher and then you can come back later and watch my live stream or watch the replay. It's whatever you want to do, man. But yeah, I did drop my Hitcher 4K review yesterday. If you haven't checked that out yet, go check it out. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that review. And I would appreciate it if you, viewed it, maybe dropped a like, possibly a comment. That'd be cool. I also dropped a cool video today about some VHS tapes that I was sent by Vice Press, who were the same. I think it's the same people that does like the artwork. But I know that Vice Press had something to do with the Film Vault ranges that I got that are up there. But I think it's a different company. I'm not sure, but Vice Press is involved in both of them. But they sent me these really cool VHS tapes, and I got like a ton of comments. I've already seen them where people are like, "What? Who cares about VHS? Who cares about the VHS is lower quality?" That's not really what it's about at this point. Like at this point, VHS is strictly like an aesthetic thing. Like it's to satisfy like your nostalgic need to live in the past, like live in the 90s, live in the 80s. It's a collectible, guys. It's like buying an action figure. Like that's what VHS, like most people are not going to get these and actually watch them. Like I have a beautiful 4K of Suspiria. Now I will say I might pop in it because I did get a VCR not too long ago. I might pop in the VHS just to check it out. Like there is a certain kind of vibe to a VHS, and it does kind of transport you back to your childhood. But it's like, if I want to watch Suspiria, I'm watching the 4K because it's one of the most beautiful 4Ks ever. And if I watch Evil Dead 2, I'm also watching the 4K because it's also a really nice 4K from Lionsgate. So I get it. Like, these really aren't to watch, I guess is what I'm saying. You can watch them, which is cool because I think some people will watch them. But it's more of an aesthetic thing. You know, it's more of a collectible item. And I think that's pretty cool. You know, in 2024, the whole VHS like movements, like we got companies like Umbrella, like packaging stuff with VHS tapes, like Late Night with the Devil, which I'll be showcasing pretty soon. We've got, Terrifier 2 VHS tapes showing up in Walmart. Like it's, I think it's cool, you know, and there's all kinds of people that do like custom VHSs that are pretty awesome. Like there's a company that did a Barbarian VHS tape, which that movie doesn't even have a physical release, but it does now on VHS. And it's also got a bootleg Blu-ray and I think a 4K as well. But I don't know. I think that stuff's cool. I don't actively like collect that stuff. You know, I'll pick up the occasional VHS if I see it in Goodwill. If it's a movie that, I just want to have on VHS, again, just for the aesthetic. I literally have a VHS. I'll be showing it off shortly in my room tour, which I plan on dropping soon. But I got all my VHSs on a shelf like over there next to me. It's nostalgic. You know, it transports you back. Like I remember watching a lot of these VHS tapes when I was a kid. And sometimes that just like, warms your movie loving hearts. If you grew up in that era, maybe you didn't. But I did get I got a couple super chats. One from the dude who loves movies. What's going on, Cody? What's up, everyone? Don't forget the roundhouse kick like button for the birthday boy. I appreciate that, Cody. Thank you so much. And just for you, man, I'm going to give you this clip, but I'm going to set this up first. This is what I think about my birthday and turning 39. This is what I think about it.
It stinks! Someplace stinks!
It stinks. It just stinks. I don't know. There's just something about like just knowing this is the last year. This is it. And then it's 40. And it's like when I turned 37, when I turned 38, I was like, I knew it's coming. It's coming. It's close. But I still got another year. Like I still got to turn a couple more numbers till I get there. And now it's upon me. And 40 will be here before I know it. So, it stinks. We got another super chat from Canadian Maker Project, $5. Ken, happy belated birthday. Thank you so much, Canadian Maker Project. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you all who have donated super chats tonight so far. 118 people in here. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Look, I'll give away something. What am I going to give away tonight? Oh, you know what? Should I give this away tonight? I'm going to give away my Paramount Scares digital codes. That's what I'm going to give away tonight. So when we hit, where am I at right now? When we hit 100 likes, because on one side of this card is World War Z on 4K. When we hit 100 likes, I'll give away World War Z on 4K, the digital code. When we hit 150 likes, I'll give away the other side, which is 3 codes: Friday the 13th Part 2, Orphan First Kill, and Breakdown on 4K. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to show these off all at once. And I feel like that's going to lead to 3 different people getting these codes. Because you can't possibly type in all 3 of them before somebody else, right? Maybe somebody can. Maybe somebody's that damn good. I don't know. But that's how I'm going to do it. 100 likes, I'm going to give away World War Z. 150, I'm going to give away the other 3 codes that are also on the same side of the card. That's how we're going to play it. All right. DJ Depression says, hey, Ken, VS had a good month this month. You pick anything up? I did. I guess we could go over that stuff as well. Let me pull up the Vinegar Syndrome website. Let's just get into it. Because if I don't start getting into some of this stuff, I'm just going to, I'm definitely going to get back into the chat. But if I don't start getting into some of this stuff, then I'll never get to anything. Like, I feel like my live stream sometimes I'm like, we'll get to that in a second. And it's like an hour later and I'm on topic. All right, let's bring up the Vinegar Syndrome website. But I did get a few releases, actually. This was a really good month. There was like 5 or 6 things that I wanted. And I just got 3 because I was like, this is already $100. And I got The Faculty on 4K this week. I got Silent Night, Deadly Night on 4K. It's like, it's been an expensive week, guys. It's been an expensive week. And there's just been a lot of cool shit that was announced this week. So it's like, I can't help it. What do you expect me to do? Not get this stuff? That's crazy talk. All right. So first off, Vinegar Syndrome is having basically one of their titles is going to be on sale for 50% off every day. And if you get it, you get 4 times the Vinegar Syndrome points. So that's pretty cool. So today's title is Vacation of Terror 1 and 2, which I do have in the collection, but I have not watched those yet. But here are the titles that they announced for October, the main Vinegar Syndrome titles. We've got a 4K of Roman Polanski's Tenet. So I've never seen this movie before, but from what I've seen, I am a pretty big fan of Roman Polanski. I love Rosemary's Baby, one of my favorite horror movies, and Chinatown was excellent. I have seen, what was that one title that was put out by Warner Archive? It's got Sharon Tate in it. Dracula's Daughters. I can't remember what the hell that's called. I thought that one was okay. I know he directed that one, but there's still some Polanski movies I still need to see. But the Tenants, I've heard incredible things about. And if you look at this, guys, look, I know people that are like packaging haters and against people that buy stuff for the packaging are going to scoff at this, but look at this cool like slipcase. It opens up like a door and then the slipcover comes out of it. So you have a slipcase that has like doors that open up. Like that's cool. Like I mean that's like innovation right there. So I haven't really seen anything like that. And then you got some cool stuff behind it. So I mean like I had to get it. And again, I heard it was a great movie. It's a long awaited to 4K title, Roman Polanski film. You know, I'm not going to get into him as a director or him as a person or whatever. I know people have their feelings about him, but he's a really good director, and I'm excited to get this on 4K. And this is definitely a big release for Scream Factory. There's still over 1,000 left in stock. Like I got this thinking it was going to be another Existence situation. If I'm being honest, like I thought this thing was going to sell out like super quick, but there's still over 1,000. So it could go out. You know, it could go out in the next like couple of weeks or so. But you know, you got a little time. You know, if you want to pick this up, I think you at least got 2 or 3 weeks until it sells out all the way. But it is $45, so that's pretty damn expensive, you know, for a non-VSU title. And just looking down here, there's an interview with co-writer, director, actor Roman Polanski. Is that a new interview? Or is that going to be an older interview? Because if they're getting a new interview with Roman Polanski in 2024, like that's kind of incredible. I don't even know if I saw that or not. Like that's pretty damn incredible. You got an interview with the actor. You got Room to Let, author and film historian Stephen Thrower on Tenet. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you got quite a few special features, audio interviews, visit to locations of Tenet. So a lot of good special features here. You got a 40-page book with new essays. So looks like a pretty awesome release. And yeah, they actually got a 22-minute interview with Roman Polanski. Like that's new. That's pretty freaking cool. It actually points out right here too, guys, high bit rate UHD 100. So this is going to be on a 100 GB disc. So that's pretty cool as well. We also got Corpse Mania, which I don't know too much about that one. You got the Ghost Dance. Don't know too much about that one. You got a Forgotten Gialli set, Volume 7. That's $60 for that. Vinegar Syndrome Archive. You got Mindbender. And you also have another Vinegar Syndrome Archive release, Dial D for Demons. Again, don't know too much about these movies. You got Shanks coming out from... Oh, I didn't even know they announced a new cinematograph movie. That's how much I was paying attention the other day. I was looking all this stuff up on my phone. But this is number 10. I think I've decided, guys, that I don't need to collect all these cinematograph releases. Even though this is a 4K, but I'm going to be a little bit more, I'm going to pick and choose from the cinematograph. Maybe I get them, maybe I don't. Because they're just releasing way too many. Like it's not, which is cool. You know, I'm not complaining. More physical media, the better. But I didn't anticipate it was going to be like 12 a year or 13 a year. I thought it was going to be more like the VSU, maybe like 4, 5, 6, maybe something like that. But they're going all in on the cinematograph line, which, you know, good for them. Good for them. I'm glad it's working for them. Let's see. I mean, it seems like it's quirky fantasy and mid-70s character-driven horror. Okay, so it's a horror film. I probably will get this. I'm not in a hurry to get it. I don't think it's going to sell out anytime soon. I don't think any of the cinematograph releases have sold out except for Red Rock West. I could be wrong. And let's go look at the partner labels real quick, guys. Because they announced some cool stuff from the partner labels. They announced 2 Shudder titles that I picked up. One was Attachment, and I'm trying to collect all these now. So I got Attachment, and there was a Found Footage Phenomenon release, which is basically a documentary on found footage movies, which sounded freaking awesome. And I love found footage movies. So I'm excited to get that. So I got those 2, the 2 Shudder titles. Fear.com Dark Stars is releasing. I remember watching that movie. I think I rented it back in the day. It came out back in 2002. It's got Stephen Dorff in it. I remember thinking it was one of the worst movies I'd ever seen, like at the time. So I can't see myself buying Fear.com on Blu-ray, but some people might buy it. It's got some cool artwork on it. But they're not going to trick me with that one because I've seen it. Let's see. And we got Murder Party, which is the guy that directed Green Room. I think Jeremy Saulnier. And that he directed a new movie on Netflix called Rebel Ridge. And that's coming out from Magnolia Pictures. I wanted to get this, but I held off. I'm gonna try to closely monitor like what the stock is on it. It's at $645. Because this is the first title with their Magnolia Pictures line as well, which is basically Magnet. They do a lot of smaller Blu-ray releases, but I'll keep my eye on it, and if it starts to go out of stock, I may go ahead and pull the trigger on it. So, but that's the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, guys. Let's get back into the chats. Got Imaginary 4K Steelbook. It's awesome. Glows in the dark. Best Steelbook Lionsgate put out. Damn, best Steelbook Lionsgate's put out. I beg to differ. I still don't think it's as good as American Psycho. I could be wrong though. What's up, Adrian? How you doing, buddy? All boutique label sales should get their own streams. I try, man. I try. Scream Factory needs to get 30 Days of Nights. That'd be a cool title for them. Insane 696. Hello, Ken. Hope you're doing well. The last 3 months will leave me broke. Too many good movies. Coming to physical media. I think that's what you meant. I know, man. It's been crazy. Ken, is you past your bedtime, buddy? Glad to see you well. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Thank you for being here. It's not past my bedtime. I usually go to bed at 1:30, 2 o'clock, somewhere around there. On work nights, it's usually like 11:30 or 12, but on the weekends, it's probably like 1:30, 2 o'clock. Is there a freaking bug on the floor over there? I gotta watch him. What's up, K&L? I had 10K burning a hole in my pockets. What should I buy? Damn. I mean, just get on the Shocktober sale. I got the link down below, or the keynote sale. There's a keynote sale. There's a Scream Factory sale. You can get tons of titles at 10K. You could probably buy everything that's on the keynote sale for 10K if you want to do that and just stock up on keynote titles. But there's a lot of good stuff on Scream Factory, which we'll get into in a second. A lot of good stuff, man. Just check out some of my past videos. Check out my October preview. You'd have that 10K spent in no time. Absolutely no time. Get on the Vinegar Syndrome website. You can buy at least 20 titles and spend 10K. What's up, Dave? My Friday night juices are flowing. Nice. Joker 2 for pre-order. Yes, it is. I don't know if I'll cover that tonight. I'll definitely cover it for the physical media report. We'll get into that. We'll get into the recommendations. Look at all the madness. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm an organized person. I mean, I try to be. I think I'm pretty organized, I think I'm pretty organized overall. But I think you kind of have to be to like run a channel and be able to put out like as much content as I do. Like you have to have a certain level of organizational skills to be able to pull that off. Now my room can get a little messy at times, but I try to, pick it up and get things in order at least every couple of weeks. All right. Hope everybody can hear me. I didn't check that. Oh, the bomb said, boo, boo, get out of here, Ken. Don't go live on Friday nights. Boo, you suck. Thank you, the bomb. Robert PH says, I bought 10 movies. There were more Blu-rays than 4Ks on the sale. Yeah, that's what I noticed earlier. I'm like, if I'm going to spend any money in the sale, it's probably going to be on the Blu-rays. Ken, you or anyone here's Target not selling DVD, Blu-rays, or 4K in stores? Well, I haven't been. The last time I went to Target, there was like one end cap, and that's all they had. And I think there was a couple of Targets that are like that. So I think my Targets just have the one end cap. They don't have like aisles anymore at all. So I barely go to Target anymore. It's always the same stuff that they have. So Target's basically like a non-factor for me when it comes to physical media. Appreciate that, Condo. Appreciate it. Oh, I guess I didn't bring my coffee. I'm yawning. This is not a good sign. 154 people in here. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Y'all got to keep my energy high. Morning, Ken. I'm in the UK, so it's almost 4:38. Well, you're getting up, enjoying some coffee while you're watching me then, man. Thanks for the affiliate link for the free LTO order to copy. Never seen it either. Oh, you're going to love it, man. Definitely check that one out as soon as you get it in. It's a perfect fall watch as well. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be living by that point, man. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. Ken, can you give details on Godzilla -1, which release has the -1 color edition? Is exclusive digital pack, totally region free, including the Blu-ray, etc. Maybe I'll do a video on that. I don't know if I have the time to break that down right now. There's more releases that are showing up that I noticed on Diabolic, so maybe I can break that down. But I think that I think the new one that's coming out has the minus color. But again, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just the overseas one that has the minus color. Yeah, I mean, I've worked on my birthday quite a few times. It's no big deal, especially if you work in the daytime. All my kids are at school anyway. Perfect day, relaxing. Did you treat yourself to anything for your birthday? I've been treating myself all week long. I've been treating myself all year long. It's like I don't need a birthday to do that. My wife's always like, "What do I get you for your birthday?" Oh, well, my wife got me for my. I'll go ahead and shout this out. My wife bought me Scarefest tickets. So I live in Kentucky, and we have a horror convention every October called Scarefest. I have not been able to go to it because I've worked weekends for like the past 8 years. Actually, the past like 25 years, I've worked on Sundays. Or not 25 years, 22 years. But I've never been able to go to it, at least for the past, like, at least since I've known it existed. We'll just say that. But I'm going to Scarefest. My wife bought tickets, and I think it's 2 weeks away. So I'll be there. If anybody's watching right now, you're in Kentucky, you're going to Scarefest, I'll be there. If, you see me, come say hey. I might say hey back. I just might. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be fun because that's my first ever horror convention. First really like convention ever in general. So I'm going to kind of scope out like who's going to be there. I'm not going to go crazy. I've never really been like an autograph type person, and I really don't want to get addicted to that as well. So there's a couple that I might try to get, but that's going to be it because I know that can get pretty expensive. I really just want to check out some of that because I know they're going to have some physical media booths there. I really just want to check out some of the physical media booths and see what I can pick up like in person because I think that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Not usually a fan of Scream, mostly because their sales aren't great, but if this is as good as it gets, I picked up 5 4K titles. Yeah, I hear you, man. Okay, good. Glad y'all can hear me. Finally picked up Friday the 13th collection for Shocktober Sale. Oh, that's in the Shocktober Sale? Damn. What's up, Mama Blu-ray? Don't be depressed. I'll be 40 next year. I just enjoy it. Yeah, I'm trying to, man. Feels like I always have problems, though. Like I've just got some kind of health problem, like all the time. I'm dealing with something right now. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not going to like say exactly what it is, but it's not fun. I'll say that. And it's just crazy. It's like if I feel like this now, how am I going to feel in 10 years? Thank you, Rob. Be 46 next year, but awesome content always. Thank you. Thank you. It was an incredible release, man. It was an incredible release. Still watch VHS. See, there you go. There's somebody watching VHS. See, there's an audience for anything, guys. Like people are like, who's gonna buy this? There's Blu-rays, and I'm like, guys, there's an audience. If they're making this stuff, there's an audience for it. They're not just making it for no reason because nobody's gonna buy it. I think it's sold out. Which I feel bad about. I showcase these things and then they're sold out. But I think it's sold out. People are buying this stuff. There's an audience for it. So don't just because you don't want it, like doesn't mean that other people don't. Like that's the thing that people always like think in terms of like it's in very selfish ways, honestly. It's like I don't want this, so it shouldn't be made. No, they make stuff for everybody. There's a lot of people in this world with different thought processes and different things that they like and enjoy. And it's like just let people enjoy what they enjoy. If somebody likes watching a VHS tape, they like watching a VHS tape. I like having them, like, again, I like to look at them. I think aesthetically, like, I don't know, it's just cool. Reminds me of a better time, you know. Who's getting Lane of the Dead 4K from Scream Factory? I'm not going to pre-order that. Maybe I'll get it at some point, but I just found the Blu-ray at a thrifting spot like a year or so ago for $5, and it's like Lane of the Dead for $5 seems like a pretty good deal. I didn't see any new features on the new one. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any new features. I think it's got all the features on the Blu-ray, so I'm good with Lane of the Dead on Blu-ray for now. For now. But I will be getting Death Becomes Her and The Wolfman. Those are the two that I'm going to pick up for October. Adrian's going to be 55. Damn, Adrian. I've never met you. I don't know what you look like, but you don't look a day over 35. What's going on, Steve? How you doing, buddy? 400 plus VHS tapes in my collection. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I've got at least like 110, 120, something like that. But I will not pick them up unless it's like 50 cents or $1. Like, I'll find them at Goodwill. And most of my VHS tapes I've had since I was a kid. I just never got rid of them. But I found some cool stuff at Goodwill for like, $1. And I found some stuff at 13 spots for 50 cents. So I try not to get, like, if it's like $5, I don't want it. I don't want to spend that much for VHS at this point. Yes, 100%. I'm not getting that. I will not get that. That's ridiculous. I can only afford one ridiculously priced piece of physical media a year, and like super ridiculously priced, guys, not like 50 or $60. And I got the Never Ending Story 4K. That's it. I can't get any more $200, $300 piece of physical media. As much as these companies keep trying to throw it at us, I can't do it. Like, it would have to be something that I just had to have, must own, like can't live without, for me to drop that kind of money again. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy for a plastic chainsaw that has a VHS tape and a 4K in it. And I've got Texas Chainsaw in 4K like 3 or 4 times. I don't need it. But I think it's got new special features, so, Hey, Ken, will you do something on Cauldron Films releases of House of the Doom Blu-ray set? I didn't get that set, T. Shafi. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. But I think I have reviewed a Cauldron Films title. I can't remember if I reviewed City of the Living Dead or not. I think I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I just talked about it in a video. But yeah, I've talked about them on the channel before. Luis Garzon says that Friday set is tempting from the Shocktober sale, but I'm waiting patiently for 4K. I get it at this point, guys, because the Scream Factory set does have some good features that Paramount's probably not going to put on their 4Ks, especially for Jason Lives. Like, there's a lot of good stuff for Jason Lives on there, and Jason Goes to Hell. But those 4Ks that are coming out, like, if they keep putting those 4Ks out, like, it's eventually going to get to the point where I'm not going to watch anything in my Scream Factory box set anymore, which is kind of sad because that was such a huge, like, important piece of physical media when I got it. But it's still good for now. Like, I still got multiple Friday films in that set that I don't have any other options to watch, at least on Blu-ray. I've got my From Crystal Lake to Manhattan DVD set in the closet still. But yeah. The Filth, I ordered the original Carrie during the sale last October, and it came with a slipcover. Even though it had been released in 2022, I also ordered Krampus last October, and it's a slipcover. Well, see, I mean, yeah, you can still get them. I guess it just depends on what they sell. Like, I would have assumed Carrie would have sold out in a year, but they still had titles, so that's cool. Silent Castle Variety. Hey, I was wondering if you think Godzilla -1 Steelbook will ever be back in stock. I have to assume it will be. Like, why wouldn't it be? But also Toho's putting it out, so I don't know. Like, I don't know Toho's patterns for reprinting stuff and putting stuff back in stock. I'm cool with just getting the slipcover version for that. I'm not gonna sweat about a steelbook for it. But I will say, if they put it back in stock, I'll get it. But I'm not gonna sweat it. I can't sweat the steelbooks anymore, guys. It's getting wild with those steelbooks. Like, they go up, they go out of stock. They go up, they go out of stock. It's like you can't track like when you get them. Like I got Terminator, the 4K Steelbook, because I think somebody messaged me, actually. I think Gus messaged me. Gus, if you're in the chat, on Instagram, like at 6:30 in the morning, and told me that it was up on Groove. And I was one of the first people to see that it was up, and I posted about it and everything. And because of that, I ordered it like right away. So I was probably one of the first people to order Terminator 4K Steelbook. So that's why I got that. And Nightmare on Elm Street, I think I ordered that right away as well. But it's like, if you don't see this stuff as soon as it comes up and you don't order it right away, then it just slips through your fingers. 40 is just the cap off your 30s. It wasn't until I turned 42 that I started to feel like I was in my 40s. Well, that's good to hear. I still got 3 more years. I'm not looking forward to hitting 52 next year in T Shafi. We're all getting old, you know. It's just that's life, right? But the hard thing for me is that I still feel like such a kid, like on the inside, and I just want to stay there. But it's like my body's gonna get old, and that just kind of sucks, you know. That's Night of the Comet's a great release. Upgrade, I love Upgrade. I've got a Blu-ray of it. I can't, like, if they would have released a nice edition with cool artwork on the slipcover and reversible cover art and all that stuff for the 4K, like, I would have jumped on it. Like some kind of a collector set, but the fact they did no slipcover, just a regular 4K release, I didn't get it. And also, like, Second Sight did a Blu-ray release of that, so I'm kind of maybe hoping that they do a 4K of it at some point, but I don't know. I love that movie though. Child's Play remake. I wanted to get that just because I didn't have it in the collection. Maybe I'll get that this sale. I need to place my order on Arrow and Shout. Yeah, it's on pre-order. I did a video on. Oh, it's up on. You mean it's up on Blu-ray, or it's up on Amazon? Is that what you mean? But it was up on Scream Factory. Nice. Kenny found 2 actor from Nightmare on Elm Street actress on Facebook, legit Facebook. They love their fans. Which actors? Is there anything you need from Scream Factory? I think you have most of the movies. Oh yeah, there is. I have a lot of the 4Ks, but a lot of the older Blu-rays that I saw were on sale. I don't have a ton of those. Yeah, I bought that title when it came out. Watching Page. I'm still excited for it. And if not, I got a cool collectible slipcover, right? Packaging. That's why packaging matters, guys, because if the movie sucks, you still got cool packaging, right? Am I right? I'm not wrong. Super chat from Going to the Movies. Thank you so much, Going to the Movies. $4.99 super chat. He just sent me a bunch of party emojis. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let me send you a super clip.
It's coming! It's headed right for us!
It's already here. That's what they said about the Shocktober sale. It's coming right for us. Where am I at? I've heard Shanks is great, but yeah, Cinematograph has been a flop so far. I don't think it's been a flop. The first 3 titles I thought were great. I really liked Going South a lot. Jack Nicholson directed film. Little Darlings I really liked. Red Rock West, I loved that movie. But I'll be honest, I haven't watched the other ones that I got from that line. But I think it's a cool line. You know, it focuses on lost American classics. You know, it's like Vinegar Syndrome's equivalent to like the Criterion Collection or something. I think that's cool. You know, I think it's cool. Like I said, there's something out there for everybody. Some people really like it. Nice. I thought Attachment was just okay, so I decided not to get that one. I wish they would put some of the Shudder heavy hitter titles already. Heavy hitters out already. Yeah, what would you like to see? What would y'all like to see from the Shudder line? Now that you mentioned that. Would you like to see some of like their older titles that they maybe did RLJE Blu-rays for, like maybe Psycho Goreman? Like that could be a cool 4K that they could do with that line. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of them. I used to buy those titles all the time. Host has a second site, but it would still be cool to see it from Vinegar Syndrome as well. When Evil Lurks. That was Shudder, right? That could be a cool one. That's a more recent one. Christmas Bloody Christmas, I think would be really cool. I think that has an overseas 4K. I watched that last year and I really enjoyed that movie. I thought that was a lot of fun. And I can't see there's a lot of RLJE titles, but I don't know which ones are Shudder titles. But yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see. That's just what they're pricing them at. Like when they first put them up for pre-order, it'll likely drop to 45, which is still a ridiculous price point for a steelbook, but it's better than 65. So that's like the MSRP, and then that'll go down by the time it comes out. So usually, maybe it'll stay at 65. I don't know. You can't ever tell with Disney. They're always trying to screw somebody over somehow. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think the Hitcher is like maybe the first second sight release since Dawn of the Dead that's like a jumping on point for people. Like I feel like a lot of people discovered second sight with Dawn of the Dead, and I feel like with the Hitcher, a lot of people are going to discover second sight with the Hitcher because that's such like a big like popular movie from the 80s. For me, I first heard about second sight with Revenge. I didn't buy it because I was like, oh, that's cool, but that's way out of my price range. Believe it or not, back in the day, I didn't buy this stuff like I do now. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. I would like to get that, but that's 40, 45 bucks. I can't get that. Let me get the $17 Blu-ray that comes out. But that's when I first like saw one of their releases, and then Dawn of the Dead was announced. And I got that. But the first one that really like hooked me, well, there's two of them really. The Guest, because I loved that movie. I watched it back when it came out on Netflix, or around the time it came out, like 2015. And I fell in love with the movie, loved it. So The Guest like really hooked me on that label, or it was one of them. And then like 6 months later, they announced Drive. And that just hooked me into the label. The Witch then came out. And it felt like from that point on, like they just kept announcing banger after banger after banger. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Changeling, It Follows, freaking High Tension, You're Next, Green Room, Possessor. It's like it just goes on and on. Like they are just, and now they just announced another one today, which we'll get into here in a second. That I really wanted like a special edition of. And they've done cool stuff like Mean Streets, and it's just like they are just knocking it out of the park, like with these movies that I love. So I love Second Sight. Like they're almost like one of the most perfect labels for me, like as far as like how they curate their titles. Like I'm interested in almost everything they announce most of the time, or it's like one of my favorite movies. Like if they have to do The Descent. Do The Descent in 20 that has to be one of their big releases for 2025. The Descent is a big movie from the 2000s, big horror film that everybody seems to love, and it feels like as it gets older, more people discover it, more people love it. That would be a huge title for them, and they have to do that one. I also am still holding out for Nightcrawler because I think that Nightcrawler falls into that Drive, the Guest kind of camp, and I think that would be perfect for Second Sight as well. So if they can give us Nightcrawler and The Descent in 2025, like they're going to continue to be one of my favorite labels. Top three, easy top three for Second Sight. All right. How safe do you feel blind buying from Vinegar Syndrome? It's 50-50. Like I just said, if it sucks, at least you still got some cool packaging, right? So, but as I get further into this, I'm discovering that I am learning to appreciate movies in a different way. And even if I don't think the movie's that good, which a lot of Vinegar Syndrome movies are not traditionally like good movies, they're not going to be one of my favorite horror movies of all time. They're still kind of fun, and I can have fun with them in like a campy kind of way. Like Evil Laugh. I really enjoyed that one. And more often than not with Vinegar Syndrome, I have a good time when I watch one of their movies. Like The Invisible Maniac, I had a hell of a time watching that. I thought that was so much fun. So it doesn't happen too often that I'm just like really disappointed with one of their titles. I watched Blades not too long ago. That's a really silly movie. It's really like kind of incredible how close that movie follows Jaws just with a lawnmower. But that movie was so much fun. It's not a masterpiece, but it's fun. And it's like more often than not, I have fun with my Vinegar Syndrome purchases. So I feel pretty safe as long as I'm like paying attention to like what it is and reading synopsises and maybe watching a trailer, listening to people like talk about it as well. Seeing reviews. Like I try to do some research, with this stuff. The Dude Bro Massacre. Sorry, I wasn't going to go over everything in depth or anything, but just kind of breeze over it. Speaking of bug, that Kino 4K bug, yeah, I'm going to get it, even though I'm kind of pissed because I bought the imprint, but yeah, I'm going to get it. Oh yeah, Arrow Video always does a Shocktober sale as well. Kind of interesting. They both title them the same. No, I won't see those in the theaters. Probably not. I'm kind of done with the theaters right now. Oh, good morning from across the pond. Do you collect AGFA releases? I think I got a few AGFA. I don't know which ones, and I don't know how many. Oh, they got Bordel. Those are the ones I need. I need the 2 Tales from the Crypt movies. So if they got those, I might get them. But again, I'm afraid that anything I get is going to be upgraded to 4K. So I just had to commit and be like, if I get these, I have to be okay with missing out on the 4K if they announce it. And I don't know if I would be okay with that. Those are 2 movies, though, that I love. I love those Tales from the Crypt movies. Bordello of Blood, to be honest, was my favorite of the 2. I love that one with Dennis Miller. So I need that one. But Night of the Demons 1 and 2, great choice to not get the 3rd one because that's not. It's a stupid fun movie. Like I had fun with it, but that's not a good movie. But Night of the Demons 1 is honestly like becoming one of my favorite horror movies. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times now. And every time I watch it, like it grows on me even more. And like I'm honestly in the mood to watch it again now because it kind of has that Halloween, like has those Halloween vibes. That 4K was so good too. So I love that movie. And the second one was really good too. Wasn't as good as the first one, but it was really good as well. So good choices for those. And we got another super chat from DJ Depression, $5. I was sweating on the purchase button on the Hitcher. I wasn't sure if I needed a Hitcher book or not. Do you know why they went all out for this movie? It's one that's been long awaited for a long time. It never got a Blu-ray until recently from Umbrella. And now I got the 4K release. It's one that they've been working on for over 2 years. And it's a movie that when it came out, it wasn't the biggest movie in the world, but its legacy has grown over time. And especially in the physical media community, and especially knowing how long awaited it was and how many people were on forums talking about how the Hitcher needed a Blu-ray, how it needed a 4K for such a long time. Second Sight, these labels, they pay attention to that kind of stuff. They're smart. They're not like the studios who don't know shit about anything. They pay attention to the audience. They pay attention to the community. They know what's going on. So knowing that the Hitcher was that long awaited, that it was a movie that's grown in popularity over time, they're going to give that the premier treatment. They're going to give it the big box set treatment, just like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just like Dawn of the Dead. So it makes perfect sense why they went all out for the Hitcher, just based on that. But thank you so much for the super chat, DJ Depression. I appreciate that. Might not be able to get to everybody. I'm going to try to scroll through as much as I can. I do have Funko Horror Pops. I've got quite a few. For sure. I have them all toted away now. I toted all my I used to collect the Toonie Terrors. I used to buy one when I went into Target. Like if you watch my old if you watch my older Blu-ray hunting videos, like usually I would grab like a couple Blu-rays in Target and I would grab a Toonie Terror. So you could watch me like collect them back in the day. But I've got maybe 13 or 14 Toonie Terrors, and I've got maybe 25 horror Funko Pops. So I was collecting the horror Funko Pops at one point, but I just kind of got out of it. I can't collect everything. But yeah, thanks for the Twister clip. I've been there. It might be. I don't think it's going to sell out or anything. What are you talking about? I didn't say anything bad about Tenet. I ordered it. This guy, I'm telling you. It's in the vein of Rosemary's Baby. Well, that's good to hear. I don't know. I don't know what these people are talking about. Do they even listen to me? Or they just like click on and write something and then drop? Did you see the trailer for Clint Eastwood's new movie, Juror Number 2? Looks great. My wife is telling me about it. She said it looked really good too, but it spoiled too much. So I will not watch the trailer if it spoiled too much, but I'll watch it. Oh, nice. Nice to see more TV getting the physical media treatment, Blu-ray treatment. That's the beginning of November, right? Or is it the end of November? I'm excited for that too. Like they're killing it this year. Late Night with the Devil, Blair Witch. Damn. Oh, damn, Roach, man. Don't even talk about that. I'll be dead by then. That's true. Yeah, late November. Nope, not yet. But now that you mention it, let's just talk about it. Let me bring it up. I like to bring this stuff up as people talk about it. I just keep playing coy. Nope, I'll talk about it later. And I said as soon as I started the stream, I was going to get into the Shout Factory sale as soon as possible. I'm still not there. So, Second Sight announced Creep from 2014. Mark Duplass, directed by Patrick Bryce, I believe is his name. And this is a found footage movie. It's only like 79 minutes, I think. But this is another one that I remember watching on Netflix 2014, 2015. It was around the same time I watched The Guest, same time I discovered the VHS films. You know, I wasn't super, like I had a Blu-ray collection. I had a DVD collection back in 2014, but I wasn't super into like the collecting world and collecting physical media and Blu-rays and 4Ks. I watched a shit ton of stuff on Netflix. I discovered a lot of movies for the first time on Netflix, and Creep was one of those movies. And this movie blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. Like, you think of found footage, you think of like low budget, not great acting, more like realistic acting, more with like actors that feel like you would bump into them in real life because they want to go for that realistic like look and approach. And feel, you know, with people that are kind of no names. Creep has one of the best performances. I'll just go ahead and say it. The best performance in any found footage horror movie with Mark Duplass. Legitimate actor. He was on The Morning Show on Apple TV Plus as well, but he's been in a ton of other like independent movies. Safety Not Guaranteed, I think, is the movie he did, which was, I'm trying to think, Colin Trevorrow film, I think. Which is really good. I think Aubrey Plaza was in that as well. But he's a great actor, and that is the greatest performance in any found footage horror movie. He is so freaking creepy in that film. So unsettling, the things that he does, like in the beginning. Like, it just creates such an unsettling atmosphere right from the beginning and just ups the ante every step of the way until you get to the end. And the ending, I'm not going to spoil anything, just blew my mind, blew me away. And I love Creep so much. I will say though, this artwork, it's nice. You know, I don't hate the axe. And maybe he's on the back, but it is a very big missed opportunity to not put Peach Fuzz somewhere on this box set. Like, he should honestly be on the cover. Peach Fuzz should be on the cover. He's like the mascot of the film. So I think that's kind of a missed opportunity. Maybe it's on the back. Could be on the back. I haven't looked at everything in this box set yet, but that's kind of a missed opportunity. And yeah, you got Creep with the axe on the ground. Let's see. Yeah, right there, guys. If you can see that a little bit up close, that's Peach Fuzz. That's the mask he wears to kind of scare him in the movie. The director actually plays the guy that you're in the POV perspective of. But yeah, such a great creepy performance. This movie has also never had a Blu-ray. I've got the DVD. I found it at Half Price Books, I think, for $4 back in the day, and picked it up. So I've got it on DVD, but this did not have a Blu-ray. The second one, I don't think has. I think it might have a DVD, but I don't own that one. But it does not have a Blu-ray either. It would have been awesome if they did a Blu-ray of Creep 2 and put this in the set, put them both in there together. But still really awesome. I like Creep 2, but Creep is really, like, to me, it's like a masterpiece found footage film. Like, up there with Blair Witch Project, up there with Paranormal Activity. I think it's in the same league. Like I said, The performance by Mark Duplass is one of the best horror performances of all time. Of all time. And I think that the people that haven't seen Creep are probably like, this sucks. You know, what is this? What is this crap? I'm not interested in that. If you've seen Creep, anybody that's seen Creep, they love Creep and they're all in on this box set. This is one of the most exciting announcements of the year for them because this is such a great movie. I love Creep so much. But let's dig into this, guys. New audio commentary with the director, Patrick Bryce, actor Mark Duplass. So that's awesome. You got Peach Fuzz, an interview with Patrick Bryce. You got Into Darker Territory, an interview with Mark Duplass. So everybody's here, guys, to talk about the movie. And there is a Creep TV show coming out that I think 6 episodes. I think it's coming to Shudder, so that's awesome. Expand the Universe, an interview with Christopher Donlin. 10 Years of Creep, a live Q&A with the cast and crew. Deleted scene, cold opening, alternate scene, message to Aaron. So yeah, good special features. You know, maybe a couple more would have been nice, but again, this movie doesn't have a big cast, you know, and the director's literally starring in it. So it's like, how many people can you really interview about this movie? And it is found footage. So good special features for this. New audio commentary. Can't really complain. There's a 70-page booklet here with new essays. You got a rigid slipcase with new artwork, 6 collector art cards. It's a region-free Blu-ray. There's something cool, guys. I don't see that a lot at a second sight. Region-free Blu-ray for Creep. So yeah, really awesome. I'm all in. I'm all in on Creep. This is one of my favorite found footage movies. I love it so much. So I was just so excited when I saw that. I was like, Second Sight really just is, at this point, they're my label. Like, they are my label. Like, they speak to me on so many different levels, I feel like. So yeah, that's Creep. And let's get back into the chat. We got a super chat from Haas McPizza, $5. If I could recommend a few bangers that are all mind blowers for you, The Treatment 2014, Calibrate 2018, The Gift 20. I've seen The Gift. I love The Gift. That would be a really cool. Not saying Second Sight has to do it, but that would be a really cool, some kind of release from somebody. If somebody wanted to do The Gift, I love that movie. Directed by Joel Edgerton, and it has Jason Bateman. For some reason, I want to say Patrick Bateman, not Patrick Bateman. Jason Bateman. Good movie though. And Possession 1981. I watched that last year. Really gnarly film. Really gnarly film. But I haven't seen The Treatment, or I don't think Calibre, or Caliber. Sorry, guys. Wasn't that a Netflix movie? I think it was a Netflix movie. I remember I watched a movie on there called Cargo, and I think it was like set in the zombie apocalypse, and you had was it Martin Freeman like carrying around a newborn baby or something, in like the zombie apocalypse. That was pretty good. Let me go back up here, guys. Where am I at? I'm still forced to buy VHS for the movies that still haven't been released on disc, like many of those straight-to-video erotic thrillers. Yeah, I got a lot of Laserdisc titles for, I think, a lot of those erotic thrillers that somebody sent to me. That was their dad's collection, which is kind of weird. But yeah, a lot of those ones from the 90s, for sure. There's so many movies that never made the jump from VHS to DVD. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then there's so many other movies that didn't make the jump from DVD to Blu-ray. There's so many other movies that didn't make the jump from Blu-ray to DVD, or Blu-ray to 4K. It's like, when you do that, when you keep jumping, like, you run the risk of just being erased from film history. Because, like, if nobody's there to preserve you, then how are people going to discover you? Like, the streaming services would have to like actively try to seek these movies out, and then people have to know their stuff. Like, they really have to know these movies. Couldn't wait for my 4K of Madam Web. Oh my goodness, just kidding. I would say soon. I didn't know it was out of stock, to be honest. So I don't know. I'd have to look into that. Oh Lord. I think that was my 10K celebration. Now I usually like Sam Adams, but I learned that night that I cannot drink while live streaming. That does not work for me. But that's pretty funny. That was over 2 years ago, I think. Oh, that's good. Oh, they got Eight-Legged Freaks. Like if Eight-Legged Freaks is $10, like I'll buy it. But if it's like $18 in the sale, I'm not gonna get it. Let's see. Will we ever get Trick or Treat 4K? I'm starting to give up hope after years. It's supposed to be coming out from Synops and Red Shirt Pictures. Like we've already seen images of it. Like I haven't really talked about it because it's not official. But there's already been images shown on Facebook. Like it's coming. It's just coming very slowly. Like they're getting everything together. I think it's supposed to have like 6,000 copies or something. So when it gets announced, I will cover it. Trust me. But it's coming. Don't give up hope. It's coming. I just don't know when it's coming. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that for sure. I love Robert Eggers. Yeah, I mean they usually don't include newer titles. They're not as good as Kino Lorber in that respect. Oh, Mandy would be incredible. I love Mandy. That's a gnarly ass movie. Near Dark. I've heard about Near Dark coming to 4K. A lot of people said that Second Sight would be perfect for it. I think that Near Dark could, if they build it properly and promote it, that could be like their next Hitcher. I think. I think that movie has enough of a cult following, especially in the physical media world, and it's kind of been starved for good releases. That I think that's one that would pop for sure. No, I haven't heard anything about that. Oh, I have no idea. But I recommend getting a region-free player at this point. But I get it. Yeah, I love Night of the Demons. I don't see them doing those, but I could see Scream Factory upgrading those to 4K. I did not, but let's talk about it now, since I'm just taking a cue from the people watching. And I got to check my likes as well. Let me do that first. Where are we at likes wise on the stream? So I can give away a digital code. Oh, we're only at 94 likes, guys. We gotta get 6 likes. 4 likes now for me to give away the first digital code. Yeah, I mean, I'd love it if they both got 4Ks, but not after I bought them. All right, so yeah, I was supposed to get into the Rumpelstiltskin. Here we go. Rumpelstiltskin was a good man. So are you guys. Frankenstein, have fun with your friends. Let me know what you guys. Let me know what that's from, if you guys know it. All right, we got Rumpelstiltskin. So I'll be honest, I haven't seen this movie. I've never seen Rumpelstiltskin. This came out in 1995. I imagine it was a straight to video stores movie. But the cult status of this movie is legendary. Like I hear everybody talking about it. So I pre-ordered this. And this is another one that I saw at like 6:30 in the morning, like before, because I usually sit out in my car for like 15 minutes before I walk into work in the morning. I have to be there at 7. So I'll just be scrolling through my phone, and I saw TerraVision putting up a Rumpelstiltskin trailer. And then I looked, and they're like, get on our website now and type in Rumpelstiltskin for a surprise announcement. So I did it, and then I saw this, and I was like, holy shit, they did it. Because they did a vinyl of this, I think, a few months ago. And nice box set release. Now, what I will say, guys, is they did this to me on Frogman. And I'm all in for nice box sets. So I'm happy with my purchase. But they're only offering these box sets, and there's an $80 bundle as well. This is the $45 bundle. There's an $80 bundle, but there's no like standard like 4K of this. I can almost guarantee you, because this is what they did with Frogman, you will find Rumpelstiltskin in Walmart on 4K. And it'll probably be like $25. So I can't 100% guarantee that, but it feels like that's kind of TerraVision's model. They put up these box sets and then they sell them in Walmart, the standard editions. At least that's how they got me with Frogman. But like I said, happy to get the box set, and I think this is a long-awaited horror title to come to Blu-ray and 4K. This only has a DVD release, so pretty cool announcement. Rumpelstiltskin limited edition 3-disc deluxe edition UHD Blu-ray CD. So there's a CD in here. Pre-order limited to 2,500 copies, and looks like this thing has, you have a making of here, you have a commentary, you have a remembering Rumpel, never before seen behind the scenes raw home movie footage, shot on VHS. So you got quite a few good special features here to dig into as well. And yeah, just a nice slip box release with a slip cover on the inside with a case, and all kinds of extra stuff on the bottom as well. So I was good with the $45 set, but let me show you what's in the $80 set. I know I clicked on the same one again. So this is the $80 set. Can I make this bigger? I can. So all the same stuff, but you also get a t-shirt, you get a bib. Is the sunglasses different? I don't know, but I'm not seeing like too much here that would entice me to spend $35 more to get this set versus the other one. So I just stuck with the standard box set. But it is a nice option, you know. A Rumpy Baby bib, Rumpelstiltskin bookmark, and a Effeth Me t-shirt. I'm gonna try to keep it PG tonight, guys. So yeah, it's cool. Look, TerraVision is they're doing good work, but I can tell you right now, there is one movie that I want TerraVision to do, and they've done a vinyl of it. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. And when they did a vinyl of it, I was hoping that they would announce it at some point. Maybe they're still trying to secure the rights, or maybe there's issues. I don't know. But Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2 needs the Blu-ray treatments. I don't need it on 4K. It'd be cool to have it on 4K, but I don't need it on 4K. Give me a nice Blu-ray box set of Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, because I've talked about this before. I just watched Prom Night for the first time last weekend. It's on my wife and I's 13 Days of Horror, and we watched it last Friday night, I think. That was my first time watching the original Prom Night. Growing up, I don't know why I would skip to the sequel, but there are several examples of me remembering only watching part 2 and never seeing the original. Sleepaway Camp was another one. I didn't watch the original until like 7 or 8 years ago, but I grew up with the sequel, the second one. And the same with Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. I rented that more than once from the video store. I loved that movie. I thought it was so cool. And I want to see it again. I want to see it. I know it's on Tubi, but I want a nice Blu-ray release of it because I just remember loving that movie so much. And I never watched the original. For whatever reason, I don't guess it was in the video store. Like, that had to be the case. Why would I just go straight to the sequel and not get the first one if it was there? So there's a few examples of that where I got the sequel, watched the sequel, and did not watch the first one. Maybe it was sold out or something. I don't know. But Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, that needs a Blu-ray from TerraVision. And if they announce that, I would freaking go crazy for it. But this is cool too. Rumpelstiltskin. You got a VHS package as well. So, and they're saying this is from Paramount Scares. So apparently this is licensed from Paramount. So that's cool that Paramount, put this one out for them. Like I said, lots of VHS love from these companies. VHS has a market, guys. They just do, whether you like it or not. But I got that link down below, guys. If you want to pre-order that, you can. And I've got the, what else have we talked? The Creep link down below. Shocktober Sales link down below. All that good stuff. But let me get back into the chat. What did I think of the last Vinegar Syndrome sale? I got like a couple titles, but I didn't get very much. I actually haven't shown that off yet. I need to with the Howling 2. Because I did get the Howling 2. Did I get another super chat that I didn't address? I did. 818 Sega, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Ken Dog. I hope you get that giant Bubba Hotep poster you've been wanting for your birthday. I appreciate that, man. Only if somebody sends it to me will that ever enter my home. Let's see. Creep is awesome. I agree. See, I've heard people call Creep a Netflix original or a Netflix movie. Was it originally a Netflix movie? It could have been. I mean, I watched it on Netflix, but I didn't think it was a Netflix movie. I thought it was just a movie that they put on there. Hush was a Netflix original. So dropped my kid off at the theater for some YouTuber ghost hunting movie, and all the shows were selling out. Is this the future of movies? YouTuber ghost hunter? That sounds like Deadstream, a movie I watched a couple weeks ago. What's that movie? I haven't even heard anything about it. And thank you all so much for being here tonight. There's 183 people in the chats. We do have 109 likes. So I'll give away my World War Z digital code. Bam. You guys can see that. And like I said, I've got Friday the 13th Part 2, Orphan First Kill, and Breakdown on the back. If we get 150, I'll give that away. They could, but it's such a big part of the first one. So there's no third one. They're doing a TV series this year that I guess is going to kind of be the third one. Yep, the Creep tapes. And I like Creep 2 a lot. I like Creep 2. I didn't rewatch. I never rewatched that one though. Like I rewatch the first Creep every now and then. Like I've seen that movie at least 4 or 5 times. I just love it. You would think they would. I mean, I'm not that in the loop of what Turbine does, but you would think they would if they did the first 2. I'm still holding out for like an A24 4K trilogy for that though. Ken, do you think Blue Underground will put out The Prowler on 4K? It's one of my favorite slashers, directed by the same guy who did Friday Part 4. They might. They might. I could see it. Yep, Trick or Treat. The new Trick or Treats from 2007 will be shipping soon. The old one's not announced yet. The Night Flyer. That's some guy stopped me. Somebody that was working at Walmart stopped me on my way out of there one day. And he saw I was wearing like a Friday the 13th or some kind of horror t-shirt. He goes, "Oh, you into horror movies? Let me tell you about one you might not ever have seen." And I thought he was going to throw out something that I had seen, but he wanted to talk about The Night Flyer. And he talked about it with me for like 10 minutes. And I've heard about that movie before, but I haven't seen it. And I think it's just got, what is it? I don't even think it's on DVD, is it? Isn't it still stuck on like VHS? So yeah, I need to see that one for sure. Yeah, that'll be announced probably next month from Vinegar Syndrome. You're welcome, ma'am. I appreciate you watching. Oh, he did? Well, there you go. I'm not on Reddit, so thank you for confirming that. But like, will they have a standard at some point? Like, it seems kind of silly to not do a standard of it. I'm live. It's Friday and I'm live, man. It's 12:32 here where I'm at. Oh, nice. That's how I felt when I ordered it. Sick, but excited. What, Ronnie? Owl Edition. Is that from Umbrella? I still got the second side coming. OG Netflix days. Yeah. Oh, you watched the entire box set. Cool. Kim Bot, what's up, Culture Trini? How you doing, man? Night of the Creeps. Night of the Creeps was supposed to get a 4K. That's probably going to be a January, February title, I guess, from Scream Factory. A lot of people were speculating that was coming in November, even October. By that European guy again. The Night Flyer's good. Paramount is doing a great job of the Scares box set. Make sure to grab the first before the second got here last week. Love seeing breakdown for the first time in nearly 20 years. I'm sure it'll look great too. Now we got Paramount Scares Volume 2. Do you think it'll become a standard thing? Will we get parts 3 and 4? I don't know what they're doing, man. It's so weird to lock the second one in that box set. It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know at this point. All right, guys, I caught up in the chat. Let's get into, we got one more physical media announcement, then I'll get into the Shocktober sale, which I said I was going to do first, and I got derailed. But Pulp Fiction got a pretty nice little box set announcement this week, so I was going to show that off. Again, I'll probably talk about this stuff on the physical media report, but pretty cool little box set. And look, if you got Pulp Fiction on 4K on the Steelbook or the regular 4K a couple of years ago when it came out, there's nothing new with this edition. Like this is a package release. Like if you're buying this, you're buying it for the packaging. But it is cool that Paramount's doing something like this. Like we've seen Universal do stuff like this. We've seen Warner Brothers do stuff like this in the UK, but this is in the States. You can pre-order this on Amazon right now for $59.99. I've got it linked down below. So that's cool. Like if you never bought it on 4K, like that's a pretty cool like option to get it. Like, I mean, we got awesome boutique releases like this for old movies, you know, from the 90s that were straight to home video. Why not get it for one of the greatest movies of the 90s? It's an awesome box set. You know, you got that little pop-up right there, John Travolta, Uma Thurman dancing. Like, that's freaking cool. That is freaking cool. So, yeah. And I think the bigger news here is Paramount's in the slip box business now, baby. They're going all in. Deluxe hardcover slipcase. So what else will they do this kind of stuff for? I'm here for it. So looks pretty damn awesome to me. Let me know what you guys think of it. Again, it's available to pre-order. Prices, you know, it's pricey. It's a pricey release, but you know, it's a nice looking release. I don't know like what exactly that is right there. The actual like cover inside the hard box. Or maybe that's the outside and that's the inside. I don't know. I don't know, guys. See, we got people down here in the comment section. So nothing but junk. No thanks. I'm fine with the previous release. It's like shut up. Can't you just let a company announce something cool? You know, if you don't want it, you don't want it, but it's not junk, you know, it's a nice box set. Maybe it's junk, you know, when you actually get it in person, but it looks cool from the images. I don't know. Somebody else is like, disappointing bunch of paper. There are a lot of haters on Blu-ray.com. That's a lot of crap. Lots of unnecessary crap junk indeed. I could do a whole video just reading comments on Blu-ray.com. These people are miserable. And there's probably some of these people in my chat tonight. I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody, okay? Everybody's got opinions. I bitch about shit all the time. God knows. I'm always upset about something, so I get it. But I'm trying to do better, you know? Oh, somebody finally. What an Al Bundy. What an exciting cover. Black. That's great. The title of the film, brilliant. The new cover is so much better than the iconic poster art that rivals the Mona Lisa in terms of artistry and popularity. Am I right or am I right? So that's obviously sarcasm. Isn't QT not a fan of 4K? I'm sure I've read quotes of him talking about 4K. Yeah, but it's already got a 4K. That's somebody that obviously doesn't know it has a 4K. Oh my God, this person's got, oh my goodness. Same extras, bound to be the same disc as before. Not that the disc just came out 2 years ago need a makeover, but this is obviously just for newcomers and diehard fans who will buy anything and everything related to their favorite films. Oh, the whore. Not newcomers. Oh, no. Not the dreaded newcomers. God, why would we want anybody new to get into collecting physical media? Why would we want that? That's horrible. Fans of the film? Jesus. I can make fun of these people all night. Good movie. Can we get... I agree with this comment. I agree with this. Good movie. Can we get Kill Bill 1 and 2 next? Jackie Brown. I agree with that. Hopefully Lionsgate puts those out next year. All right, I'm done. I'm done reading all the comments. Oh, shit. Let's see. The funny thing is everybody in the comment section in my chat's probably saying the same thing. Like I said, we all bitch about shit, right? It is what it is. If I didn't already have the Steelbook, I'd probably get that Pulp Fiction set. Yeah. Oh. It's nice. I will say $60 is a little bit too pricey. Like, I think when Universal was doing them, sets like that, it was like, now they didn't have pop-ups. Maybe that's the price. But when they were doing it, it was like $35. Like, I think for that, like, I don't know, 45, 50. And maybe it will be that when it comes out. Maybe that's just the full price and Amazon will drop it down. But I don't know. Box of crap you don't need edition. Were you on the Blu-ray.com forums earlier yesterday? Easy pass, the greed. Hey, they just trying to stay afloat. Hey, Kenny, how's it going? I just saw you were on. Did you order Rumble? I did. I did order Rumpelstiltskin. I got The Faculty and Silent Night, Deadly Night. Pre-ordered those this week. I pre-ordered Tenet and the 2 Shudder titles. I pre-ordered Rumpelstiltskin. I pre-ordered Creep. It's just been a rough week. And then that was on top of the Kino sale last week. Now I can't dive back into the Kino sale because I spent too damn much. It's crazy. Cool glow-in-the-dark cover. Nice. I'm not going to say I won't get that, but I didn't like that movie. Yeah. Well, they got to milk it for what it's worth, you know. Ken's I ain't gonna roast you. Hey, you know, everybody's got their own thoughts, right? I just think it's funny that it's like literally the entire comment section is roasting the release. I just don't think it's worth like getting upset about, you know. It's, you know, some people will appreciate it and they'll be happy about it. So let them be happy. If you don't want it, just don't get it. And if nobody buys these things, then they're not going to put them out anymore. So bam, problem solved. 2024 being lackluster. You know what? Kind of. Not fully, because I do think there's a large portion of the year where it kind of felt like things were dead, and now it's picking up. But kind of. I think that the end of 2024 is making up for the rest of the year a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Like, is that Pulp Fiction Steelbook still in stock? Like, that's what I have a problem with. Like, somebody looking down on somebody that's new to the hobby. Like, that's just shitty. Like, that's just you being a shitty person to be a shitty person because you're unhappy with your own life. So I don't like that kind of stuff, that kind of gatekeeping attitude and bullshit. Everybody has an entry point into this hobby, whether you started collecting 40 years ago because you're an older person and that you've been around for this entire run of physical media and home movie formats, or you started collecting 8 years ago like I did. You know, I mean, I've been buying DVDs since I was a teenager, but I never considered it like collecting back in the day. I just was buying the movies that I liked and adding them to collection. I had like 500-600 DVDs, and then I sold them all in like 2016. And I was like, I'm going to start going digital and just relying on Netflix. And then I quickly changed my mind. I'm like, I'm going to get back into, I'm going to start collecting Blu-rays now. So that's really where like my collecting as it stands now began. So yeah, whether it was 8 years ago, whether it's 10 years ago, whether it's 5 years ago, like I know a lot of people that watch this channel that talks about how they collect, that talks about their collection, how they just got into collecting like 2 or 3 years ago. Like, who cares when you got into it? Like, we want all the new people into collecting as possible at this point, right? Like, who cares? I can't stand that attitude. I can't stand it. And I will make fun of you if you have that attitude. I will roast you for sure. Yeah, we got 30 likes away from 150. Did you pre-order the Alien Romulus Steelbook? No, I'm just going to get the slipcover with that. I can't afford those $50 Steelbooks from Disney. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I just don't care about Steelbooks all that much. I like the nice ones, you know, if I really like the artwork, and Alien Romulus artwork's okay. Not usually. Every now and then I might dress up. Like if I'm handing out candy, I might put a mask on or something, but I don't do like full costume or anything. Maybe this year. Yeah. I mean, you got physical media companies putting out releases for $300. So can you really diss on Paramount putting out Pulp Fiction? And yeah, that is true. Like how many, like all the boutique labels are re-releasing like the same movie hundreds of times. Like it's cool for a studio to do it, you know. Stone Cold, Stone Cold. Oh damn. Thought it sucked. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, good movie. Great transfer. Sometimes I feel like the people that collectors just want it to die. They want to see it die, you know. I don't know. That may or may not be true. They want it to be small, and they want it to just consist of a bunch of people that just bitch about the littlest things. Oh wow, I still got to get into the shout sale. I literally started collecting today. Everybody's got to start somewhere, you know. All right, let's get into the Shout Factory sale because I got to get out of here soon. I got to finish watching Christine. I started watching Christine last night just because I wanted to. I'm like, Christine's just a great movie, and it's a spooky season. I just want to watch a movie I've seen before and that I know I love. And damn, it's such a good movie. I got 45 minutes left though, so I'm gonna finish that tonight. All right, I'm gonna put myself at the bottom. So this is the Shocktober sale. You only got 2 weeks for this sale, guys. It's over in 2 weeks. I think October 17th is a Thursday, so it's pretty much 13 days. But this is a the Decades of Horror 2. So I think they did Decades of Horror last year. You can shop by 1930s titles, 1940s, all the way to the 2020s. You can shop by genre, but we're just going to go through everything. Friday the 13th collection, $89.99. They got a couple of steelbooks here for, I don't have Battle Beyond the Stars. I mean, I could get that for $14.99. You got the newer or the 1998 through 2002 Halloween collection, or 1995 through 2002 collection for $70. I think that's a great set, guys. I really do. The fact that you have the producer's cut both on 4K, theatrical and producer's cut both on 4K, I think is cool. And there's some good features on some of those releases also. And they all look great. You know, Resurrection's probably the worst, and that's just because most of it's like low quality, like reality TV style, like filmmaking, because that's what the movie is. But Curse and H2O look great. Halloween 3 is 1999. See, they're showing like the slip cases, so I don't know if you'll get the slip cases or not still. But that's pretty cool. Jackals, Willow Street. I don't know a lot of these movies. They Live Steelbooks, $20.99. Pledge, Shelley. Like I said, you got a lot of Blu-rays here. The Howling on 4K is $18.99. That's pretty good. You know, Escape from New York is $19.99 on 4K. They got Nosferatu, which wasn't Nosferatu supposed to get a 4K? It didn't get announced this week though. Halloween 4. So yeah. A lot of good stuff. Contracted. I have seen the first Contracted movie. That was another one I watched on Netflix back in the day. I've never seen Contracted Phase 2. I haven't seen the first one, but I remember the ending to that movie, and it set it up perfectly for a sequel. The Ice Demon, The Thing. I bought The Thing for $5 at a thrift store not too long ago. So suck it, Scream Factory. Day of the Dead is one I might get because everybody keeps telling me that that movie is like impossible to do a 4K of. So I might take people's word for it and just get the Blu-ray of Day of the Dead because I don't have it in the collection because I've been holding out for a 4K. So, and that's $10. So I might go ahead and get that. I might add stuff to my cart as I go. Boom. The Blob, People Under the Stairs. I mean, these are better prices than when they came out. I mean, at this point, guys, new 4Ks are like $33. So $21.99 is not a bad price. But it's still not as good as like the Kino sale where you're getting 4Ks for $17.99. But My Bloody Valentine Steelbook, that's a cool Steelbook. I mean, I got it on 4K. I don't need it, but $15.99 for that Steelbook's not bad. It's pretty cool. Death Becomes Her, $12.99, really? Like when you're getting ready to put it out on 4K? Body Bags I got. I mean, a lot of these I do have, but you know. Phantom of the Paradise I need to watch. Serial Mom, like some of these Blu-rays are kind of expensive. I do want Return of the Living Dead Part 2 because I got 1 and I got 3. But I'm afraid they're going to do a 4K of that. So it's like, I don't know. Some of these like double packs I could get, like Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror. Like I could do that because I don't think they'll upgrade those to 4K. Candyman, Phantom of Paradise. See, Demon Knight still $14.99. That they never lower the price to those. They're always kind of ridiculous. I'm surprised they didn't drop the Ring collection down to like $30. Who is buying the Ring collection at this point when they just announced a 4K from Paramount? Like that should be $30 now. Like it's pretty much an invalid box set. You got Nightmares, $10. Is Nightmares any good? Is that the one that didn't Severin put that out on 4K? Or is that a different Nightmare? Oh, they got Haunted Hills. I wonder if that still comes in the slip box or not, because I never got that one. That's $17.99. That would be cool if it still came in the slip box. Poughkeepsie tapes. That's one I could get. Let me add that to the cart. I need to add that double pack too. Would I just need to get $50 worth of stuff to get free shipping? I know if you spend $100, you get like a free gift, maybe like a t-shirt like last year. Wasn't that the sale last year? They did the t-shirt. Dead Ringers. I watched that on like Amazon Prime. I wasn't a big fan of that one. That David Cronenberg movie. Farewell to the Flesh, I've already got. Sword and Sorcerer. I need that one. Brain Scan. I watched that like 2 or 3 months ago. I still need to talk about it. That was in my backlog challenge. I'll be talking about it soon. See, like stuff like Bad Dreams, Visiting Hours. Well, that's like $13.99. The Howling 3. Like I do kind of want to watch The Howling 3 after watching the second one, but again, $15.99 for a Blu-ray, and it's like, are they going to do that one in 4K at some point? It's like you never know. Oh wow, Creepshow 3, guys, $17.99. Oh boy. They got Ghost Story, Bordello of Blood's even more expensive. That's freaking $16.99. What the hell? What the hell? I just got to bite the bullet, I guess, if I want them. 8mm. Yeah, some of these Blu-rays are kind of expensive. I mean, if I'm going to be paying, if it's a sale, like I want some sale prices. See, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, I'm pretty sure I've seen that for 17 or 18 bucks on Amazon. Just regularly. And that's $17.99. Come on. Which I do want that in the collection. But that's also another one that I could see like Vinegar Syndrome taking and doing a 4K of. So I don't know. Beyond the Mask, like, yeah, some of these Blu-rays are just expensive. Scanners 2 and 3 for $8. I mean, I like the first one okay. I might add that one. Like I said, yeah, this is pretty good for the double packs and stuff. And I don't even know if I'm really going to get these guys, but I'm going to put them in the cart. Maybe I'll get them. Witchboard, I got that already. I think MVD Rewind put that out. Teen Wolf. Hell yeah. I feel like they'll do a 4K Teen Wolf. Oh, I can get James Cameron's Piranha 2. Beyond the Gates, I did not like. I think I watched that on streaming. I think that was on Netflix. Barbara Crampton. That wasn't very good. Paul Naschy collection for $30. Ooh, Tales from the Hood. See, that's one I feel like they do in 4K too. That's only $13.99. That's a maybe. The Gate 2 is $18. Kidding me? I'm not very impressed, guys. I do want Killer Party, and that's one I don't think they do in 4K. Let me throw that out. Let me throw that in there. Oh, I got Shout TV for 1 free month. Wow. Holy moly. April Fool's Day. I think I got that one. Sleepwalkers. I do need Memoirs of Invisible Man just to add another John Carpenter film to the collection. Oh, they got Man's Best Friend. I love that movie growing up. I didn't watch Cujo growing up, but I watched Man's Best Friend. Damn it. I don't think they do that movie on 4K, but that's kind of an expensive Blu-ray. I kind of want it, though. Kind of want it. Little Nicky. I need Little Nicky, too. Damn it. Damn it. I might spend $100. I don't need to, though. Ghost House and Witchery for $10.99. Yeah, I mean, they got some good stuff here. Poison Ivy collection for $30. That's too expensive for that. Hellhole. What the hell? Hole. Got Phantom of the Opera, Nightmare. Got another Nightmare. Oh shit. That bug that was over here next to me is gone. There's no telling where he is. William Freakin's Killer Tree movie, The Guardian. I watched that. I think it was last year I watched that. It was okay. Jennifer 8 for $21.99. I don't recommend that movie. Even if it was $10, I wouldn't recommend it. No, it was an okay thriller, but I didn't love it. It looks like that Creep Show still got the box set for $19.99. Night of the Seagulls. Brain Dead with Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton. Holy shit. Which one of these do you guys recommend? Private Parts? I'm just not very impressed, guys. I'll be honest. Kind of shitty. They got Willard. $12.99. I kind of want American Gothic. The Mangler. Darkman 2. I think I've got Darkman 2 on Blu-ray, just a regular Blu-ray. Oh, they got all these Darkman like steelbook sets and stuff because nobody cared about Darkman enough to order it. $71.99. Bubba Hotep on Blu-ray for $11.99. What? They Live, The Howling, Jack's Back. I feel like I heard good things about Jack's Back. I like God, what is his name? Why can I not think of his name? Freaking Robert California. I'll call him that. Damn it. Naked Vengeance. Tales from the Dark Side. Yeah, I don't know about this sale, guys. They do have Bless the Child for $14.99. I think that was $30 when it came out. Clovehitch Killers are really... I have that on Blu-ray. That's a really good movie. And it was actually filmed in my state. So that's pretty cool. That's it, guys. That's the end. That's the end of the road for the sale. There was another title I was looking at. Oh, they got the Chucky bundle. Holy shit. Wow, look at all the money I could have saved if I waited to get all those. No, that's the freaking bundle. I didn't get the bundle. I think I spent like $140 just to get the regular ones with the extra slipcovers. I could have got the pins and the prism stickers for less if I would have waited. Well, now I just feel like shit. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. There was a double pack I was looking at, and it wasn't this one. It was another one for $10 that I kind of piqued my interest. I do have the REC collection. The Poughkeepsie tapes. Oh yeah, the Video Dead and Terror Vision. That's the one that's it. Yeah, I might take some stuff out. I might add some stuff. I don't know, but that's pretty much it, guys. What do you guys think of what do you guys think of the sale? You know, be honest. I'm honest here, you know. It's like, damn, Blu-rays for $20? Like, what's going on? Or 15 or 16? What are we doing? I mean, but look, if you haven't picked up a lot of those 4Ks, I own a lot of those 4Ks that were on sale. If you didn't grab a lot of those 4Ks when they came out, like 100%, like $20, $21 for some of those 4Ks that I paid like Well, I feel like back in the day, the 4Ks were like 20, 28, 29. But I still pay like 30, $35 for a lot of those 4Ks. So, I mean, it's still a way better deal to hold out for these sales and get those. But you're not guaranteed to get the slips. Thank you for the time, Vanderhoff. I appreciate it. It's now 103. LA, I feel like you've been around longer than that. 2 years ago. I feel like you've been watching my channel since like the beginning. Am I wrong? Or did you just watch and you didn't jump into collecting until recently? Oh, I missed some stuff. Yeah, I just had to pull out a lot of my Kino cart, but still got a decent amount. I picked up 3 Kinos from Barnes & Noble that weren't Kino sale. Yeah, if you guys, Barnes & Noble is doing a sale right now on Kino titles. I forgot about that. And they got the new stuff for $20. So you're not going to get, it's not as good of a deal as Kino, but they've got all the 4Ks instead of just a select amount of 4Ks. So the ones that aren't in the Kino sale, like you can get still for cheaper right now. I did the same, got out of physical media collecting around 2009, then got back in again around 2022. Yeah, I think the pandemic kind of brought a lot of people back into the world of collecting. I mean, I started before that. I can't remember like what triggered it. I don't know. I just started going to Walmart more and I started browsing the sections more. And I was finding Scream Factory titles and steel books. Like the Walmart physical media section back in 2016, 2017 was awesome. Freaking awesome. They had boutique sections. They had steelbook sections, 4K sections. When I think about how Walmart was back then, like it honestly makes me want to cry. It really does because it was great. It was great back then. And then it seems like when I started the channel and started doing like Blu-ray hunts, that's when it started falling off. Just completely falling off. It's my fault. So I started today. Can I get 5 recommendations of horror in 4K? You got to get American Werewolf in 4K. You got to pre-order A Nightmare on Elm Street on 4K. Trying to give you the horror staples. But honestly, like Night of the Demons, that's one of the best 4K Scream Factory's ever done. It's hard when you're put on the spot. Halloween 2 and 3 look great on 4K from Scream Factory. Get those. I didn't buy Long Legs. I did not buy Long Legs. I fully agree about the attitude to new collectors. I get not wanting to double dip or upgrade, but every release isn't for you. Plenty of people have never bought any given title. Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. That's it. For sure. That is a good deal, man. That really is. I have owned every format: VHS, Laserdisc, DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. I've bought and owned The Godfather, Halloween in every format. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm 4K so my children. We need a really good 4K Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, I mean, Disney, there's some movement there with some titles going to boutique labels. So maybe they'll let Scream Factory do it, or maybe somebody else will get it. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool that they still got some of them. I've heard some people say that. Yeah, it's I feel the same way about Criterion, too. Like they upgrade so much to 4K. It's rough. I know, right? I don't think they will. I think they'll just keep those licensed with Scream Factory. I feel like the deal was you can have the Ring on 4K if you take the Ring 2 and Rings and put them in a package. I'm sure that's the deal that was made with Scream Factory from Paramount, to take them all and put them on 4K, because Paramount did not want anything to do with those sequels, so they gave them to Scream Factory, and they just did the original. So I doubt there will be individual 4Ks of those from Paramount. Seriously doubt it. Really? That's your favorite Cronenberg? Maybe I just wasn't in the right frame of mind when I watched it. Autopsy of Jane Doe is excellent. I don't know if that'll get a 4K. If that got a 4K, I could see Second Sight doing it. What's up, Gus? Oh, I did get a super chat from Antonis, which I answered this. I'm sorry, Antonis. But yeah, I do have long legs. Or no, I don't. I don't have long legs. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it at some point. I got to get it soon because I want that. I want that slipcover still. Yeah, it might, but I feel like it'll be cheaper at some point. I'm not in a hurry to get it. Yeah, could. You're right. I think I've heard that before. Um, yeah, it was decent, but I don't know. I don't know. Given the talent, I was hoping for it'd be a little bit better. Okay. Jennifer 8 is a thriller made when they were making thrillers, dude. Yeah, but I watched that and I watched Unlawful Entry like pretty close together, and like Unlawful Entry is such a great movie. It's like Jennifer 8 is just so mild and tame and mediocre by comparison. So I was hoping for something maybe not as good, but kind of in a similar league, and it wasn't. I think I feel like I've heard good things about those. And $10, that's a good deal for 2 movies. So I like those 2 packs because it feels like I'm getting my money's worth. Yeah, I thought they did have 4Ks for cheaper. What's up, Smirk? It's because they care the most. That's why. The people at the boutique labels are like legitimate film fans. Not that there aren't film fans of the studios. There absolutely are. But at the highest level, no. The people in the weeds, yeah. But at the boutique labels, at the highest level, they are film fans. And they are curating from their own personal library of movies that they have enjoyed their entire life. They know their stuff about movies. They know how to do great transfers. They know what people want and collectors want. And that's why you see the best stuff coming from the boutique labels versus the studios, because they are fans that are doing this stuff and putting their blood, sweat, and tears and all their passion into it. Whereas the studio sometimes just feels like they're just shitting it out just to get it out, you know? Oh yeah, the prom days are coming up. Okay. Yeah, it just feels like you've been around for longer, LA. No, I'm not getting either one of those. I'm just getting the Wolfman and Death Becomes Her this month. Death Becomes Her because I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. So You can pre-order Nightmare on Elm Street from Amazon. I actually put up a post in my community tab a few days ago, just running down everything that comes out in October. Nightmare on Elm Street was one of those. You can click the link on that and buy Nightmare on Elm Street on 4K. I think it's like $23 to pre-order that, so it's not too bad. And you can get on the Scream Factory website to get a lot of horror 4Ks, like Night of the Demons and Halloween 2 and 3. But you can also get on Kino Lorber. That's a good website as well. I have not seen Joker 2. I'll probably not going to buy it till it gets physical release. When the streaming bubble bursts, the normies now, who's right all along. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look who's come crawling back. That's what I'll say as we're holding the gate to physical media. Come on in. The water's fine. It's cool collecting, you know. You don't want to upload all these movies to the cloud in your brain. You want a nice piece of physical media. Physical media. I got a bunch of steelbooks over here, guys, because I'm planning to do a horror steelbook video soon. So that's why you saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This was the Best Buy exclusive from back in the day, and this was the FYE exclusive from back in the day. I ended up getting both of them. I think they were both a good price. I feel like this was like $15 or something when I bought it. Good prices back in the day. I'm still here, buddy. Hope the price comes down. Damn, dude. I hope you get that back. That would suck ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it does me as well. It does me as well. Look, we got 2012. Can we get to 150? I need 11 likes, and I'll give away these 3 digital codes. I don't want to leave the stream without giving these digital codes away. So freaking like the video. There's 213 people watching. Whip it out. Whip it out. Norless tapes. Whip it out, buddy. You don't want me to pull my Hell Comes to Frogtown Vinegar Syndrome release. Whoop. Bam. I just watched this recently. Pretty cool movie. I enjoyed this one. Pretty silly, but kind of cool. What about my Say Anything Blu-ray? Watched this recently. Enjoyed it. All right, what else we got? Did we get it? 151. Thank you all. Okay, here you go. Are you ready? You got Breakdown, Friday the 13th Part 2, and Orphan First Kill. An excellent array of films. Because the Paramount Scares Volume 2 box set is superior to the Volume 1 box set. I don't care what anybody says. It just is. Holding it up extra long because it's 3 codes. And there you go. Look, guys, that's it. 203 people in here. It's late, and we now have the most people that we've had all night. I appreciate your all's time tonight. I do. We've been live for 2 hours. If you're just now joining me, go back and check out the rest of the stream. We had a fun time. We talked about stuff. Lots of physical media related topics and things. We talked about gatekeeping in the physical media community and how it's bad, and don't ever do it. Okay. You need to respect everybody that gets into collecting. We want more people to enjoy this hobby. Okay. Don't worry. Don't just think about the selfish reasons for why you don't want people to start collecting, more people to start collecting, because you're going to run out of steel books. steelbooks are going to run out quicker, Ken. I'm not going to get my steelbook. No. What's going to happen is the demand's going to go up, and they're going to print more steelbooks, and the physical media business is going to thrive like it never has before. That's what's going to happen. I still believe in physical media, guys. I don't think it's dying. I don't think it's dying. I think it changed. I think it's evolving. But I think it's going to come back in a big bad way. And I think it's going to come back in a way that people don't expect. And that's what we're going to see in the next 5 years. You know how I know that? Because I have faith. I have faith in the hobby. That's why I get on here every single day and preach and talk about physical media all the time. All the time. Every video. 7 days a week. 52 weeks a year. 365, baby. I'm on here talking physical media all the time. Not because I think it's dying in 5 years. Because I think it's going to pick back up. Because I think it's going to thrive for the rest of my life and yours. And maybe beyond. I hope beyond. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff. And we'll see you next time.